We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, Victor Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Boar's Head is the 3-pepper Colby Jack cheese. Bold. Spicy. So, I was looking around the grocery store, because occasionally, cheeses will come up with peppers and stuff, and I really haven't done a lot of them. I meant to do it, but there's just... If you look through the non-hot sauce content on this channel, there's just a lot of other stuff that came up first. But I always meant to do it, and so I finally got to the point where I thought, since I'm doing theme stuff this year, I did a cheese day video earlier in the year. You can check that out in the Hot Animal Action. The Hot Animal Action playlist, where this will live as well. But this one, I thought, there's something that I really want to try for a long time on video with burgers that we're going to try in this one, because this one is for National Cheeseburger Day. So we have to have a cheese, of course. Can't really have a cheeseburger without cheese, am I right? I'm right. So the operative things here are the green and ubiquitous orange habaneros. And let's grab a knife. We'll use this one. And I don't know if there's going to be a easy way of doing this. Maybe I'll just do it like this. All right. There's one slice. We're going to set this aside, because we definitely do need some if we're going to have cheeseburgers. And we are going to test this first. Okay. Is the rest of this out of here? I hate cutting through plastic because it really does a nice job of delving up the knives. Okay, let's take this. Keep the pretty label for later, of course, as always. And let's not do that. What's funny is I got rid of my cheese cutter, the wire thing, a while ago, because I never used it. And I was like, well, I don't need it taking up space in the drawer. And now, of course, have to keep the knife sharp. Okay, so it's a very pretty cheese, as you can see. We'll put that off to the side as well. And we've got some particles here already for us to just try out. So, what are the other peppers? I thought I saw jalapeno. There is. So we have smoked jalapeno. Okay. Yeah, so we have red and green jalapeno. Oh, chipotle. So jalapeno, chipotle, and the habaneros. So, yeah, let's just get into this and see what's what. Smells interesting. It smells almost more like peppers and cheese. Colby Jack is a fairly non-aggressive flavor-wise cheese. Both of them are pretty mild. So this will be kind of interesting. Spectacular. That is really good. Oh, this is going to be so good. So good. Well, let's test the cheese a little bit more. We'll get to the burgers, don't worry. The last thing I'm going to do is come on a video like this, here and now, in this economy. And now bring out some cheeseburgers. But first we do need to test this out. So this is, what the hell is this? Raincoast Crisps. These are cranberry and hazelnut crackers. Lovely Stowe out of Canada. Well, alright, let's try them. I saw them on clearance and I thought they might be interesting. Take a look at that. Definitely hazelnuts, some sorts of seeds in here. A smaller piece, here we go. Wow. Very. There's pepitas, there's flax seeds. Sesame seeds. Some honey. They're like the Wassa crisp kind of. Interesting. Well, I don't know how these are going to be with cheese.
Find out, I guess.
Well, very classy. Is how these are with cheese. The cheese is fantastic. It's got great pepper flavor, a hint of smoke, no real heat so far. Which was a bit disappointing. So these are supposed to be paired with triple creme brie, apple and balsamic drizzle, I guess, artichoke hummus. I might just pair it with peanut butter. A little bit thicker slice of cheese here. I'm going to try to make nachos with this. I think this would be really interesting on that, I think. Well, I do like this cheese. And no real surprise. I'm a pretty big fan of Boar's Head stuff. They just really did a great job with the pepper flavor here. Heat is very, very minimal though. There's not much of that to be had. You know, as I expected, as you know, one probably would. Okay, well, I suppose we've had just about enough dilly-dallying. Let's get to the celebration of the day. And there she are. Have a look at those. See the cheese melted nicely here? They smell heavenly. Just fantastic. fantastic. So what I decided to do, I'm not going to actually make a burger, but I've been meaning to do this for a long time. We're all buddies. I really wish, my friends, you could smell this, because it is just, oh, there's salt, pepper crust, and then we've got, so this cheese is fantastic for cheeseburgers. I'm pretty sure it melts well. So In-N-Out, I don't eat a lot of In-N-Outs, but they have this thing apparently they call a Flying Dutchman, which is throw the buns away and have 2 patties with the cheese in the middle like this. And I thought, well, that's kind of a silly idea, but what the hell? Never done it. And I've seen lately people online are doing like using onions for the bun. And let me tell you a little something about onions. You will not see that trash on this channel. All right, let's get into it. A little bit of cheese pulled there. Oh man, this is delicious. I guess this is kind of a keto thing, maybe. I don't really do keto, but this cheese is sticking to itself better than to the burger. I don't remember what burger I got. Usually I get like 85-15. It's just a messier way of eating a burger, I think.
Bam.
I was shooting for lower than half-inch patties, thinner than that. I think I missed a little bit, but the crust on these are actually almost flawless in terms of how they came out. So I was going to try with the idea of a smash burger, and my grill is garbage, and it doesn't go hot enough for that. So I did fail that somewhat. But the crust I got is just marvelous. If enough people are interested, maybe someday I'll do a burger video. I have shot some stuff on the grill before. I don't do it a lot though. I might try to add more of that this year. I guess you'll know how successful that was probably by this point, because as far back in the year as this is, we're getting now closer to the end of grill season.
Bam.
So I don't like to overwork the meat. When I do burgers, I handle them as little as I possibly can. But I have in the past, diced up jalapenos and mixed them in. And sometimes even grilled them side by side with the burgers to have on the actual burger itself. And this cheese just reminds me of those good old times. Colby Jack is it's not the first cheese I think of for cheeseburgers, just because the flavor doesn't really stand out to meat well enough. Here was a little bit closer to a balance, but it's not a super good melting cheese either. But in terms of flavor, it's pretty tremendous. This is easily one of the better cheeses I've had. I really like what they did with this. I could have used it slightly hotter. There is precious little to no heat in this. So flavor-wise, this is a big win for me. Flavor is fantastic. In terms of the in terms of heat, there's no heat, not to speak of in anyway. Which is a bit of a shame. I could have used more heat. But realistically, jalapenos, chipotle, green and orange habaneros way in the back. This was not. It was meant to be a pepper forward cheese. I don't think it was meant to be a hot cheese. So I don't think they intentionally did that. But when I see habaneros and higher in stuff like this, my interest is piqued and pretty immediate. And I definitely want to try it. In this case, I just found a really wonderful cheese. This is a really good tasting cheese. I think this would probably be better in cold cut sandwiches than in burgers. But I think I made a pretty solid cheeseburger. I think what probably if I would have had the patties maybe half as thick, or if I would have had a patty and then put the cheese on the inside and wrap the meat around it kind of a deal, I think that probably would have worked a little bit better with this cheese. But as it was, I had no real complaints. That was delicious. That was definitely an excellent burger. So no, I'm not upset in the slightest with that. Yeah, really good product overall. I don't know that I would use it for cheeseburgers a lot. It's not gonna. For me, I like American. I know. But that's what I like on cheeseburgers. I think American suits the cheeseburger style really well. But just in terms of an actual cheese, quite fantastic. And but very little heat, and we'll just leave it there. So there it is, the Boar's Head 3-pepper Colby Jack cheese. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.